Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. In today's video, I'm going to recap some recent purchases, some of which you see in front of you, a pack submission that I'm sending out to PSA this week, and just kind of recap what I've been thinking and feeling over the past several months with some of my inventory that I've kept unlisted. Generally, when I have inventory that I think is going to head down, I get it listed as quick as possible, turn it and burn it. But there's a handful of things that I just feel like I've kept unlisted because I don't like where the value is. I feel more value in keeping them, whether I'm investing in them, speculating on them long term that they'll go up, but they feel too low to just sell now in the condition, in the state that they're in. And I'll get into that more later. Anyways, let's start. I bought 4 boxes in the past month, I guess, since I made that sale to Rusty. So the money's being immediately put to work, and I'll go through some of the prices quick. I do have some receipts right next to me. So one fossil box went for $8,100 through Heritage, $8,150 all in with shipping and handling and all that. That one I opened, as you'll see, and I'll discuss that. This one came through PWCC, $9,065, I believe it was. It was $9,000 flat, $65 for shipping. So I did, in the span of a week, I won 2 boxes. I averaged the cost of these two, and I took the cleaner one. I opened mine, and I sold this one to Nick, Old Skool Pokemon. I think he's going to try to, so he got it for like mid-8s. I think he's going to try to potentially sell it sealed to just see if he can make a decent margin on that. And then kind of like a backup plan, if he's unable to sell it sealed, I think he's going to, similar to what I did a few months ago, crack the box, sell heavies. Whether he'll sell light art sets or whether he'll grade light art sets, I'm not entirely sure, but he's going to Long Beach Collecticon, which I'm not, so he might be selling maybe the whole box sealed, maybe heavy packs from that at Long Beach, but keep an eye out for Old Skool Pokemon with that box. This one, again, I opened similar to the other Rocket, and what you'll see here, I did a Jungle Box break a couple months ago. These are some of the lights from it. I think I did 3 art sets of Jungle, so yeah, the 3 best art sets I could find of Jungle, the 2 best art sets I could find of both Rocket and Fossil, and I've gone through it so many times. I don't really know what they grade with packs. A lot of these have the impressions from being in the boxes for 20 years. Some of them have the silver on the top and not as much silver on the bottom as far as like the centering of the cuts. This one you don't really see the silver on the top. Generally though, like this one, no silver on the top. This one, a lot more silver. Generally, I tried to find the best looking ones as far as cleanest cuts, least amount of folds in the cuts. I figured this might be interesting to show. This is the way that I pack them. I just do a card saver in a graded card sleeve. They're not inside the card saver. The card saver's there just to provide like a rigid backing. And I figure it's probably a pain in the butt for the graders if I seal all these. So I just fold them over, and I'll stack all these folded over, and I'll put them in a box that's tight, probably one of the Card Saver 1 boxes themselves. So that's the way I pack and ship packs for grading submissions. I've had some people ask me that before. $50 a pack, I'm not thrilled about it, but I did sell out mostly. I think I have 1 or 2 Lapras PSA 9 first edition packs left. I was selling them at around $400 a piece. The light packs sell in the 2s, so to pay $50 and get $400 for the 9s, that's a pretty good margin. Super slow sellers though. I'm hoping I hit some amount of 10s here. We'll just have to see what happens with that. But yeah, so this is part purchase video, part send off video. I think that came to 8 for the Rockets, 17. 23. So 23 pack submission, be $1,150, probably $1,200 with return shipping. The next thing I mentioned I'd talk about, I have so many of these slabs that some of them, most of them are blue, some of them are red. These are a box, and I say a box, I mean boxes. Boxes and boxes, probably 500 plus cards. Some of them I graded, some of them I bought on the open market, through Heritage, through eBay, through wherever. I either don't like the grade because I feel it's too low, a lot of times because it was early CGC, 3/8 certs, first batches. I either feel that it's too low, I don't like that I put subgrades on them, or whatever the case may be. I want to do some slab optimization on these cards, and I'm just going to fan out a few stacks of them. These first ones are disproportionately Masaki. A lot of these do have Masaki marks. That's why they're 7s and 6s and stuff with CGC. But I've graded more recently some of these without subgrades, and I just feel like, generally speaking, card quality, what I have here, I think I've gotten higher grades for a similar condition card. So obviously, if they have a Masaki mark, I don't want to crack a CGC 8 and send it to PSA to get a PSA 6. But I kind of want to crack a handful of these. I'm not definitively saying that I'm going to crack all these blindly and send them back to CGC. But some of them, if they don't have Masaki marks, this might go to PSA. I need to review it closer. I have hundreds of cards I need to review closer. I'll probably set aside a day. And if this feels overgraded, if it feels like, hey, this is going to get an 8 at PSA, this is going to get an 8 at CGC, I kind of got lucky on the grade, I'm going to take pictures, list it, sell it. But I remember first glance when I was going through some of these things, I had one shoebox set up. And when I say shoebox, not an actual shoebox, this is what I mean. One of the Ultra Pro shoeboxes. They hold about 100 cards. And I have 3 of them handy with me right now. I have at least 5 of them total. But so many of these cards that seeing what they sell for in the current grade, I'm not happy with it. A lot of these 9s from CGC feel like they could be, some of them probably 9s at PSA, some of them probably 10s at PSA. So again, I'm not saying universally all these are going to be cracked and resubmitted. I'm not saying they're all going to PSA. Some are going to go to CGC, some are going to go to PSA. I just have to play that optimization game. It's really hard to show because of my bad setup, but this card on the back is really clean. Slightly off-centered on the front. It does have a print line. So this is probably why this got a 9. What do we have? 8.5 surface, probably because of the print line. Everything else 9. But this card, I own and I've sold PSA 10s that don't look this clean. So yeah, I'm just going to have to go through why this one was a 7.5. 6.5 surface. Probably has an indent somewhere. I don't know, but some of these I'll have to crack them to get them raw and really see what's going on. But at the end of the day, yeah, like what is this card gonna go for in this case? It's gonna go for $60 maybe at auction, maybe low list on eBay. I have no idea. $100. I feel like it's worth paying $30 or $50. Again, I'll need to not only optimize who I send them to, but I'll need to optimize what service level I send them under. Definitely not doing subgrades on any of these. I don't like paying the $15 a piece for subgrades at CGC. I don't think you get the value out of it. As many times as you'll get like a strong 9, say you get a 9.9, 9.5, 9.5, as many times or more that you get that, you'll get like a 9 with 9.99, 8.5. Like this one is half a grade off a 9. And looking it over, I kind of remember this one from memory. It feels and looks like it could get a PSA 9 likely. PSA 9 is going to outsell a CGC 8.5 every time, even though it's the same card. Like, it's kind of a frustrating thing because these cards are beautiful, and I bought them because they're beautiful, or I graded them myself. I don't remember which one was which on all these, but so many cards that, like, I'm not going to sell this card in a CGC 8.5. The whole, I did a video last week, early sir, old sir, are they grading harder? I don't fully buy it, but whatever the case may be, like this one's a straight 9, pretty clean, but yeah, this one definitely doesn't feel like it's going to get a PSA 10 because it does have a few specks of whitening on the back. Like this one I might look at and I might say, it's a straight 9, it's CGC 9. This one might go into the pile. Well, honestly, this might go into my personal collection. This one might go into the pile that says, this one's maxed out. It's not going to get a PSA 10. It doesn't deserve a CGC 9.5 either. So I cannot do any more with this. I'm gonna either list it or I'm gonna PC it for now. So yeah, as I said, 500 plus cards I need to go through. They're not all gonna get cracked. They're not all gonna go to one company or the other. I need to make the final determination. And so many cards, 9.5s, 9s, probably, I mean, clearly there's no like 10s in here. Those would be worthy of just listing themselves. Those are as maxed out as they get, unless you go for like Black Label or something. But very common theme is WotC First Edition Holo in 8 to 9.5 condition. I'm not going to show every single card here because it's just way too many. Like here's a complete First Edition Fossil set. I think this is from the box that I broke. Or maybe this is just... Yeah, this must be from a box break because I think it's 12 of them and there's some duplicates. In hindsight, I clearly wish I hadn't sent them to CGC, some of them. But some of them I just bought. Like, I bought some complete sets of Jungle First Edition in CGC slabs. And so some of these, again, were bought. Some were graded. I did not keep good track of what's what. But I have a lot of value just sitting here. And I really need to do something with it. Here's... If you've been watching my channel for several months, oh wait, I thought this was, so here's a bunch of random stuff. I thought this Alakazam was part of a set. I definitely have a set somewhere. Kind of bad that I don't have better tabs on it. Ah. It fooled me because it was, oh, I thought it was the same grade. When I saw this one, though, I thought it was the start of this set. So I have this set that really needs optimization. I did sell off, so I used to have in my personal collection, I used to have a complete PSA 9 based First Edition holo set. I have one or two of those left. I know I sold the Charizard for 25 grand on PWCC. I sold a lot of them, some through PWCC Monthly, some through PWCC Vault, like the fixed price. So, like, some people might look at this, why would you let that inventory sit? Why would you not do something with it? I'm very much a business and a collector. This is, like, more collector side of me being lazy with getting this done. But I do have a decent amount of duplicates now, between 8s, 8.5s, some 9, 9.5. Yeah, here's a couple more. Like, I've been picking them up just where I see value. So I really need to go through, I need to reassemble. Okay, these ones are going to be my PC, my more connected to inventory that I don't list right now. And again, some are going to stay. Like, let me look at just one random card. This CGC 8, holo's got a couple scratches. It has a red ink dot on the front right. It's got whitening all around the back. This is probably an 8. This is probably an 8. At PSA as well, so I'm not going to crack this to go from CGC 8 to PSA 8 and pay however much they charge me. This one's probably just going to stay a no sub CGC 8. Whether I say, hey, this is going to be my collection one, or whether I say it's going to be inventory that gets listed, I'll have to just compare. I mean, to me, I used to be only a PSA 9 collector because that's where I saw the most value, but this is so clean and nice on the front. It does have a couple little hollow scratches. Let me see the CGC 9. This CGC 9 is really clean. Back's off center. Holo's clean. This one almost feels like not a 80% chance at a PSA 10. Not by any means even above, maybe not even above a 50% chance at a PSA 10. But it has a chance. And if I crack 50 cards or 100 cards like this that are probably 9s but have a shot of the 10, the value differential between a PSA 9 and a PSA 10, even if the card condition is the same, people buy labels, people buy slabs, it's worth taking the gamble to submit 100 of these at once to maybe get 10 of them that go up to 10s. Or whether it's 10, 50, or 80 of them that go up to 10s, it's going to be a profitable endeavor. If I were to just blindly list and sell all of these cards in the slabs they're currently in, I would miss out on, if I had to guess, easily tens of thousands of dollars versus going through them and optimizing the slabs. As silly as it sounds, I think people really still overvalue plastic. But yeah, like there's another Venusaur sitting in there. No kind of sorting whatsoever. I think I put the CGC 9 in there because it felt like it could have been a PSA 10. No method to the madness. That is what these shoeboxes are. But like 8 point, these are definitely PSA 9s. A lot of 9s with subgrades that I felt like probably could have been 10s. I do have some random mid-era stuff. Like there's some unknowns. Here's a Rumble set. This Rumble set actually just won on Heritage. So that one I didn't grade, but I bought those. I have a lot of 4th print not a lot, but a couple dozen fourth print that just feel like these ones have the proper label, but they feel a bit harshly graded, some of them. And then some other ones, like these ones are the fourth print. It's probably a 9, but there's probably a shot that it could get a 10 on resubmission, and I want the right label for it anyways. So yeah, there's a lot of different reasons that cards could make these boxes, but over the coming weeks, I'm definitely gonna sit down and get through these. And I've mentioned in a couple different Discord messages or maybe live streams that I have hundreds of cards to crack. I think some people didn't believe me to some extent. I do have oddball, like mid-era hollow stuff too. So many 8.5s, some lower than 8.5s too, but a lot of them 8.5s. I'm trying to find, I know there was some, yeah, here we go. Some old school EXs. This one I actually bought off John Radar in Orlando. Reverse hollow Charizards, cracked ice Charizard. I have a stack, not like 50 of them, but maybe like 30 of them. Level X's. A lot of these 8.5s, I'm confident are going to go to PSA 9s. If not, I mean, maybe CGC 9s too. But I'm just not going to sell CGC 8.5 level X's that I'm quite confident. If half of them go to PSA 9s and half of them go to PSA 8s, it's a profitable endeavor to pay $30 per card to get them crossed over. I'm quite confident. I'll have to look at the numbers on some. Again, just an all-over video talking about and showing off some of the cards that I have kind of that were just chucked deep into the vault over the past year, maybe several months to a year, and what I'm going to do with them. When it comes to the boxes, it was anytime I start winning too much of something, I kind of recalibrate in my mind, okay, am I paying too much for these? I'm a little worried I'm paying too much for these right now. I scooped these up. This one was 10.5. The two fossil boxes were in the mid-8s, 8s to 9. A base unlimited box that is on the way. It's not here yet. I paid $11.5 for. I'm worried these might continue down, and I don't want to get stuck having so many all at once. I want to move through what I have and then be a bit more cautious and not buy 4 in any given month. There are definitely still, I'm pretty confident there's thousands of each of these boxes out, and not that 1,000 are going to come on the market at any given time. I think people are pretty wise not showing that they have cases and cases and cases of these. They just, part of their retirement funding might just be, okay, I'm going to list 1 box a month regardless of price forever for the next 10 years, however many they have, whatever it may be. But I'm definitely going to come down on what I'm willing to pay on these boxes moving ahead. I'm not going to say the exact numbers because I still would be willing to buy them, just not for the same I've been paying. And kind of reminds me of the time period where I contemplated talking about trophies in this video. I'll have to save that for next week. Next week I'll do a bit more of a discussion on trophies, Heritage's big trophy block, from which I won a couple of these boxes. And I didn't really win any big trophies. I did sell my trophies to Rusty, I mentioned in a prior video. Let me try to get a thumbnail laid out. But yeah, I did, I have been bidding on a lot of different trophies, and I was, sometimes it's not me winning a lot of things that lead me to reconsidering what I'm bidding. Sometimes it's me almost winning a lot of things. Like I almost won a lot of those half art Pikachus. I almost won, not a lot of them, I guess 2 or 3 of them I was second or third highest bidder on. When I almost win a lot of things even, I think to myself, am I offering too much? Can I really afford if I start winning all these? But yeah, Pika Rings, Mew Orbs, all those trophies that I mentioned are kind of on my radar. Things that I want to buy. I'm a little concerned where the future price might go, and to tie up $10, $20, maybe $50,000 all at once in one purchase, it's just a scary thing. The boxes you can break, you can grade the packs, you can do other things with them. The trophies you can't really. Maybe if it's a CGC 9, you can go for a PSA 10, CGC 9.5, whatever it may be. But there's not much room. They're kind of maxed out individual cards. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'm coming up on 20 minutes, so I want to cut it under that. As always, I appreciate you all watching. Saturday, I'm going to do the partnership video on MetaZoo, so hope to catch you there. If not, see you next Monday, and I'll let you know the schedule for the week. So I will catch you all later.